Hey everyone, it's Amy from YosoBoho. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday. Today is an unusual day as we are not thrifting. I'm actually here to tell a little bit of a story, to share an update, and then I'm going to take you over to the shop at the very end of this as I kind of refresh some shelves and stuff. So that should be fun. First, thank you for anybody who has come over because of the Dr. Lori exchange that I had with Dr. Lori. Welcome. I have heard from a few of you. I've also heard from some of my normal viewers who watched Dr. Lori and were actually witness to what happened. So just to kind of bring you all into the story, I thought I would share real quick. I am not Dr. Lori. I am not an expert. I never claimed to be. I will never ever be an expert in anything. There's maybe a couple of things, but nowhere near what I'm doing here on YouTube. So anyway, I was on Dr. Lori's live one night. She was teaching about serigraphy and serigraphs, which are a certain kind of print. As she's talking about multiple things, I like to look them up on my own. I just like to see, is it out there? Is it something that's sold? What's the difference in pricing from what she might be appraising it for now versus what I'm seeing itself, in the market? I go out, I look for this particular print that she is showing us just to see if it's sold recently or if it's out there. And sure enough, I find it on eBay. It's listed with a second serigraph. So a set of serigraphs by the same artist. And it's listed for $39. So I'm kind of like waiting to hear the appraisal because I'm thinking if she's showing this, it's got to have some value, right? And if it's more than $40 for two of the same artist's works, I'm interested. All right, so the piece that she showed, she also taught about what damage acidic cardboard will do when you frame something with acidic cardboard. It actually turns the paper like a brown. It damages it. Oftentimes you'll hear it called tanning because it's darker. The piece that she was showing had damage on it, so I knew I had to factor that in. But I was waiting to hear, what's it worth? What's it worth? Because I'm looking at it on eBay, and she says it's worth about $75. Oh, okay. So I'm looking at a set of this artist's work, and I don't know at this time, is it damaged or is it in good shape? But I'm looking at a set for $40 with a Dr. Lori appraisal of probably $150 value for the two. So this is kind of what's happening in my head. I went back and I did a buy it now and got the prints. So, kind of smart, I guess. I spent $40. I'm assuming they're worth at least $150. I'll probably hold on to them for a bit. I'm going to have them reframed because I'm going to show you in a second. Mine are also damaged. They've been sitting in an acidic environment. So this is the piece that she appraised on live and talked about it. And she goes in with the loop. She shows you when you look through a loop, you can tell it's a serigraph. So go watch it, please. Maybe leave a comment. Tell her I sent you. So this is the piece that she appraised. This is the one that I immediately found on eBay. It had a counterpart, both in matching frames. And this one I've actually already taken the back off of just to show you. Look at that's from the cardboard sitting on it, and it just soaks it in. But this is the second piece. I'm trying to get my ring light out of there. I believe these are from the 1940s, is what she said. But take a look at the set. Pretty nice. And for $40, that's an investment that I will take all day to have a set of vintage serigraphs for $40. That's like $20 a piece. And potentially I could sell them tomorrow for $150 with a Dr. Lori appraisal right on her channel. I'll actually give you the timestamp so you can go and see it. All right, so that's not really the end of the story because it goes on later that week, she's on another live, and I decided a little bit strategically to send her a super chat with a, $10 payout because she was reading all of the super chats that were above $10. I say, thank you, Dr. Lori. I'm the one who purchased the serigraphs as you talked about it this week. I will share you and your channel when I tell the story on my channel. So yes, it was a little bit of a shameless plug. When she read it, and she got to the end and realized I was talking about my channel and just kind of whoop. And that's fine. Then she came back to say, I really do hope that she shares this story and she shares my channel. So I am, Dr. Lori, if you're ever watching this, I am sharing you and I'm sharing your channel. You are the expert. I do watch you and I do learn and I appreciate you. Go check out the video definitely to see what attaches here to the story, and then subscribe to her and learn from her and share her. Okay. So the next thing I want to tell you about is an update. I shared this piece of art about 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago. So if you watch, you've probably seen this, or if you're new to my channel, I will link it so that you can go back and see this video. But this is a piece by Barbara Olson. And I did some research when I first got the painting. I tried to match these signatures, but I wasn't sure. So this is an artist who started in California, moved to Ohio, and her whole family is in Ohio. So I thought this is way too much of a coincidence. It's got to be this artist. Now this is a pretty renowned artist, and I will share with you some of her works. She is the most whimsical, colorful. I just love her. And I love her even more now because I've actually got to talk to her through email. I reached out to her family and I told them where I found it and that I would be happy to return it to the family if it was a piece that was like missing or, something that they were looking for. I had it and I would return it. So I ended up emailing back and forth with Barbara's daughter-in-law, Debbie. And Debbie then tried to get her photos that she couldn't see for some reason. So she just said, please, reach out to my mother-in-law directly. So I did. And I heard back from her almost instantly. She said, yes, that is one of my originals. And she wanted to know where I got it and how much I paid for it, which of course I shared with her. But more importantly, she gave me permission, her blessing to keep it. And I thought that was pretty awesome. I know you're probably thinking, well, of course you can keep it. You bought it at a Goodwill. Sometimes things like this show up, and if they're something special, I honestly would be okay giving them back if it meant something to them. I would appreciate that if at some point in time one of my pieces, landed in a Goodwill and somebody found me. Do you want it back? I got it for $6. That was incredible. I'm so honored. She's 86 years old and she's still a working artist, and I love it and I love her. Now that I have that connection, I'm gonna hold on to it and it's gonna hang somewhere in my art collection. Finally, let's take a road trip real quick to the shop. I went out there yesterday. I was going to Painesville for another reason, but stopped at the shop to do some updates. And yeah, so let's go check out what's happening at the shop. If you've been with me for a while, you know that this is a place that we just moved to about 2 months ago. And it was at that time called the Craft and Antique Co-op. And it has been rebranded recently. It is now called Shops by the Lake. It's really, we came in right at the right time because the refresh happened literally within a month of us switching and coming here, and it's been great. Now I live about, depending on traffic, probably 50 minutes to about an hour from here, and that's fine. My Aunt Beth, who has partnered with me to do the booth, she's pretty close to here, so if there's a need, she can be here pretty quickly, so it works out. This was just a gorgeous day. Look at how clear the sky is. See that poof over there in the sky? That's actually the Perry power plant. It's a nuclear power plant over there. Just a fun fact. Here is where we are located. There's the new signage, Shops by the Lake. It says 150 great shops, and I am one of them. This is located at 1871 North Ridge Road in Painesville. It's in this plaza right here. Wow, my windshield needs clean. I'm actually in Irf's Prius. We call it the parts getter since he drives around town when he's doing his working on cars and stuff. 150 shops. So I borrow it because, man, it's great on gas. And there's a lot of room in it. If I have stuff, I can really pack it pretty full. So it's nice. I feel like I should bring a bar cart every time I come over here. It was nice, just wheel it in. It's a nice mid-century piece too. I'm hoping that it will sell pretty quick. Here's a look at how the booth currently looks. It's getting pretty packed, which is great. The more things you put in there, the more chance you can sell, right? That's our theory. I'm checking this guy out. This is a piece that my aunt must have put in here since the last time I was here. I love shopping my own booth. Like, what's new today? So I also noticed this this cute little mask here, this colorful mask. I love it. But then I noticed that the sticker's missing and it must have fallen off, so I have to go on the hunt. It's like, where is it at? Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, got that taken care of. Here's a glimpse of our case, which is coming along. If you notice down there, the fabric and the color, splash of color, my aunt added kind of a nautical area, and it looks really nice. I was looking at the rest of it thinking, we need that color in the back of the whole thing. That makes it really unique. I'm making price tags. I'm making price tags. Gotta put my vendor number on all the price tags. I'm going to do some work on this space right here. Here is the before. Mind you, I had already kind of stuck a couple of pieces on here, and then I realized I wanted to add my runners and move some stuff around. So here's how it turned out. Kind of separated things out by what they were. You know, there's a wood shelf and a pottery shelf, and then I did move some stuff around. So I took the rattan peacock shelves and I hung them over here and kind of moved some stuff around on the wall so things fit a little bit better. I did not touch anything in the case. I didn't even open the case. Just thought I'd give you a different perspective on it here. And then, yeah, I intended to put the bar cart in the furniture room in the back of the place. Here's a wide shot of our space. But decided, bar cart's going to stay here. So what I did was I put it here in the front, and then I realized that the space needed to be a little wider, so I moved these canes that were here. I pushed them over to here. And here's kind of the final look, how it turned out. I did not get as much as I wanted to get done. In fact, I left with some things that I meant to put out, but that's okay. I ran out of time and I got, you know, quite a bit done and a lot of things repriced, which was good. So I'm pretty happy. I have to end this video with just a little bit of Jenna's concert. She is right there. I have a horrible view, but she's kind of pinched in there between the music stand, playing that big drum. She played several different instruments in this piece, and let's take a listen. right about here, she sees me and she gives me a little peace sign. All right, so that's it, everybody. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. Happy Sunday. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me. I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.